Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing the resignation recently of an immigration chief here in Thailand. For those who are unaware, immigration has different provincial chiefs, basically. There's different provincial offices, and then they will appoint an immigration chief for each one of those offices. I thought of making this video after reading a recent article from the Phuket News. That's thephuketnews.com. Article is titled, Phuket Immigration Chief Resigns. Phuket Immigration Chief Colonel Tanat Sukchai has officially tendered his notice and been transferred immediately. It has been confirmed. Quoting further, in his letter, Colonel Tanat said, quote, I wish to resign from government service to maintain a moral system for the organization, and I hope that in the coming era, people who work hard, sacrifice, and have good results will be considered fairly. Therefore, I'm hereby requesting your consideration. Instead of accepting Colonel Tanat's request, the following day he was transferred to the same position at the immigration office in Prachuap Khiri province. Quoting further, Colonel Tanat had been in the position of head of Phuket immigration for just over 3 years and had a mixed time during his tenure. Quoting further, he and his team received praise for introducing such measures as the Phuket Crime-Free Initiative, otherwise known as the White Accommodation, quote-unquote, project which focused on crime and drug-free accommodation deliverables to ensure the safety of foreign nationals and Phuket residents. We've actually discussed that a little bit, so-called yellow card, red card system and stuff like that. That all kind of fits into this sort of overarching program. Quoting further, similarly, Phuket Immigration launched a tip-off hotline and an online form for people to report quote-unquote bad foreigners in their area in September. Quoting further, more recently was the incident on October 27th when two Phuket immigration officers intending to execute an arrest warrant for an Indian man overstaying in the country were assaulted at a luxury villa in Lam Seng, Chung Talay, by foreign private security personnel. This situation required the Phuket Provincial Police Special Operations and Tactics, SWAT, unit to intervene and bring an end to the hours-long siege. So a lot going on down there. Now, I saw a comment, I think it was when I was reading this article the first time, there was a comment in there that said, oh, he's been transferred over to Prachuap Khiri. That's sort of a sign of ill favor or something of this nature. I don't know that that's the case. That's not necessarily how I read this. It looks to me like he had a heck of a job dealing with a massive influx of folks coming in after the COVID restrictions and the emergency decree was pulled off. Then he gets this thing that involved the execution of what appeared to be, and go into this article, read it in detail, and don't just read it, follow the links. Phuket News goes back and cites it all back to all these incidents that happened, and it's really quite an interesting state of affairs, how this all went down. But basically, you know, I mean, like a siege kind of situation sort of broke out down in Pattaya. The SWAT was called in, the thing was put down, this person was deported and apparently blacklisted for the rest of their lives because, quite honestly, I don't know why they're staging some kind of Waco thing down in Phuket, but okay, whatever. That went down. And so he had this tumultuous time in Phuket. And then as a result of it, he went ahead and, you know, for whatever reason, he felt he needed to tender his resignation. His resignation apparently was not accepted. He's been reassigned to Prachuap Khiri. And again, in the comment section, if I remember correctly, somebody was saying, well, this is like a sign of disfavor or something. I don't know that that's true. Prachuap Khiri is a border province. This is a province that's going to be dealing with some of the most pressing immigration issues of the day here in Thailand. If you look at the geography and the history of Prachuap Khiri, I mean, that's kind of where the Thai line held when it came to, you know, going back into the old days of interactions with Burma and all of that. This is not an unimportant post. Now, it's not a tourism-oriented post per se, but it's definitely an important immigration post. So I think when you sort of back out and look at it from sort of the totality of the circumstances, I don't think it's fair to say that, you know, this person's been marginalized or sidelined. If anything, I'm wondering if this isn't an opportunity. They may have inadvertently found certain characteristics in this officer during these tumultuous times that led folks to think, yeah, maybe he's somebody that should probably be in a province that's going to be dealing with a lot more pressing immigration issues. I don't know. That's speculation on my part, but just kind of as an outside observer who read through these articles, it didn't look to me like he did anything particularly wrong. If anything, he dealt with an overwhelmingly difficult situation, brought it to a successful conclusion, and has now been transferred. So that said, again, not knowing all the details, that's just one person's observation. We'll certainly keep you updated on the situation as it evolves.